Alright, hey guys, this is Chad from Blog. I'm sick. Just want to do a quick little video and talk about some tents. The one on the right here is the big Agnes Spur UL2, and the one on the left is my ZPacks Hexamid Solo Plus. It's got the extended beak as well as the mesh floor. And to be fair, these are two completely different tents. This is, of course, a commercial, traditional, whatever you want to call it. Double wall, freestanding, two-person tent, whereas this is a 1+ person tent. It is not freestanding whatsoever. You have to stake it out and put your poles up in order to get it to stand up. Whenever I call this one freestanding, there's a lot of argument as to what freestanding actually is. As far as I'm concerned, it's freestanding because I can put the poles up on the tent body and the tent body will stand up. Of course, I throw the fly over it, and I do have to stake out at least 2 points on the fly. Otherwise, the tent actually connects at the four corners with some heavy clips. But anyway, this is a Spur UL2. Off the top of my head, when I weighed just the tent body, the tent fly, and all the poles associated with it, and that does include the guy lines and the stuff sack. The only stuff sack I included was the stuff sack for the actual tent. I didn't include the pole stuff sack or anything else. But it's 50.3 ounces for this. This baby here, for the stuff sack, the tent, the floor that's inside it, and all the guy lines, it comes in just a little over 15 ounces. Huge difference in weight there. Like I said, this is actually two different tents. This is a 1.5 person, whereas this is a 2-person. Just kind of show you the sides here, because to be honest, well, this may not be a good representation, but both of these tents are about the same width. That's funny. So if you'll look here, I don't know how well you can see this, but these tents are actually right at the same width. Now, this is the foot end of the Spur. The foot end is 42 inches wide according to specs. I haven't actually measured it with a tape. The head end is actually 52 inches, so it has a 10-inch taper headed towards the foot. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show off these two shelters. This is actually going to be my new 2-person shelter. Some of you may scoff, but I traded in, or I sold my 6 Moon Design Lunar Duo and used the money to get this. I got it for a pretty good deal. It is new. This is my first big Agnes tent, actually, so I'm pretty excited about it. I don't really have it, completely up. You can see how wide it is there. I've got the vestibules open on both ends. Got the other end closed off, as you can see. And for a perspective, let me just undo this here and this here, and fold this back, and show you what it looks like with 2 pads in it. So there you go, you can see 2 pads. The one on the left is an old 20-inch by 72-inch Thermarest ProLite 4. The one on the right is the Neo Air X-Lite, and this is the large size. It's 77 inches long, 25 inches wide, according to specs. As you can see, they both fit in there pretty snug. Well, you can see that. The head end, not a whole lot of room left to play with. And if you can see the foot end, there is actually just a little bit of room at the foot of the 72-inch pad. So these pads definitely take up the space. I feel quite fine with that, considering the only persons I would use this tent with would be my wife, which is only 5 foot 2 inches, 100 pounds if she's very lucky, soaking wet, maybe even with her pack on. And then my son, he's about 4.5 feet tall. He weighs about 85 pounds. Almost the same size as my wife. So I don't mind getting close with 2 people in this tent, considering it's my family, my wife and my son. To be honest, on a previous trip in last October, me and my wife both used this. Had no issues as far as I'm concerned. The only issue that we did have would be that I would not recommend using a Solo Plus ground sheet for 2 people on this, just simply because 2 pads won't fit. If I were going to use this tent again for 2 people, I would definitely... If I were going to use this tent again for 2 people, I would definitely want to make sure I had a bigger ground sheet, preferably either the ZPacks Cuban Fiber Twin ground sheet, or just a big piece of polycro or something to be fine, I think. But I was able to angle the pole. I used one of my trekking poles so I could extend it and all that stuff. I was able to angle the pole, and you know, we fit. We were close, but you know, we're husband and wife, so it's okay. We're fine with that. Anyway. Just wanted to say, at the moment I have this tent right here up for sale. Everything that you're looking at, the actual tent with the beak, the mesh floor. There is a, show you here. Inside there is the light version. I don't believe ZPacks offer a light anymore. I think it's just one certain one. But this is the light version Cuban fiber ground sheet. It's the Solo Plus size. And of course there's a carbon fiber, it's a ZPacks carbon fiber pole right there. It would actually go with it too. And you know, to be quite honest, I'm having some second thoughts after getting out here and setting it up again. Trying to well, I can't get that latched. But anyway, I'm starting to have some second thoughts. I'm wanting $390 for it. And you know, in my opinion, it's well worth it. It's the tent alone is $395. The ground sheet's another $105. I don't know how much the carbon fiber pole is. That was actually donated to me by John Abella. But you know, if I get rid of the tent, there's no reason for me to keep that pole, because it's the pole that was made for this tent. And I'm going to say it's another 20 or 30 bucks. So you're looking at $525, $30, something like that, for everything that's here. However, I was going to let it go for $390, which is about $140 less than cost. But I'm really going to think hard and long about it. Unless I get inside and I see that there's somebody that's posted that they want to buy it, I may just go ahead and take it back down and keep it. Just so you know, I'm replacing it with the new Yama Gear, Yama Mountain Gear single wall Ceraform shelter. And I'm sorry for all the cuts, guys. There's like a ton of traffic on this road. As you can see, there's traffic coming up and down it all the time. But anyway, I'm planning on replacing it with the Yama Gear Mountain Gear tent, and I just have a lot of confidence in that tent. And my only concern is that I wouldn't ever use this tent again, or I may not use it often enough to warrant keeping it. But I don't know. I'm pretty firm on the price. I do want to say that there's 2 holes. Right there is one, that hole, and I've actually repaired it. And then there's another hole. It's actually down here where, just as you can see, let me see. There's actually a hole right there. It's big enough to stick my finger through. Right there. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with this tent. It's in perfectly acceptable condition. Hey, there's even a little light back there. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you my tent, talk about it. I want to say one thing, boys. Copper spur. It really attracts dead grass. It's really attracting it. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that stuff, do a little video. Nothing really in specific, just kind of talk. Alright, we'll see you later. Bye.